कहाँ स्टार्ट हो गई स्ट्रीम? मेरे चैनल पे तो नहीं दिख रही। ओके ओके, हाँ सही है सही है। ऑडियो टेस्टिंग 1 2 3। क्या मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? ओके, ऑडियो इज़ गुड, सो लेट्स बिगिन। तो आज हम कर रहे हैं स्टडी विथ मी सेशन ऑन हाउ टू फोकस, और फोकस इन जनरल। फोकस क्या होता है, फोकस के अलग अलग एस्पेक्ट्स क्या होते हैं, फोकस को इम्प्रूव कैसे किया जाए, वो सब कुछ देखेंगे। मैं वैसे ये एक वीडियो के लिए बस मतलब रिसर्च कर रहा था, सो मैंने सोचा व्हाई नॉट जस्ट स्ट्रीम, कि भाई लेट्स जस्ट डू द रिसर्च ऑन स्ट्रीम, ताकि एक लाइव स्ट्रीम भी बन जाएगी और मेरा रिसर्च के लिए मतलब मैं भी मोटिवेटेड रहूँगा कि 1 घंटे के लिए फोकस करके काम करना। सो आई गॉट सम वीडियोस, शॉर्ट वीडियोस ऑन फोकस और हाउ टू फोकस। सो पहले तो ये देख लेते हैं। एंड देन आई हैव चैट जीपीटी एंड नोटबुक एलएम, तो वहाँ से मैं चैट जीपीटी का डीप रिसर्च फीचर यूज़ करके सम लिटरेचर निकालेंगे और उसके बाद उसको नोटबुक एलएम में डाल के वी विल स्टडी इट थ्रू ऑडियो, क्योंकि रीडिंग आई एम नॉट इन द मूड कि भाई हम कुछ रीड करें, और वैसे भी स्ट्रीम पे रीड करके क्या फ़ायदा है। सो विल डू वीडियो एंड ऑडियो फॉर दिस सेशन। एनीवेज लेट्स जस्ट बिगिन। मैं म्यूज़िक बंद ही कर देता हूँ, काफ़ी डिस्ट्रैक्टिंग है। सो विल डू ये स्टार्टिंग विथ हाउ टू गेट योर ब्रेन टू फोकस। ये TEDx का टॉक है बाय क्रिस बेरी। पहले नहीं देखा, बट लेट्स सी कि हाँ व्हाट इज़ हिज ओपिनियन ऑन द टॉपिक। होपफुली स्ट्रीम में सब कुछ सही चल रहा होगा, क्योंकि ये फर्स्ट टाइम स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ मैं इस चैनल पे।
I began to observe something in my own behavior that made me a bit uncomfortable. And that was that from the moment that I woke up to the morning, to the end of the day, my life was a series of screens. I started the day with the thing that woke me up first thing in the morning, my phone. And so I sat there in bed watching various cooking videos on Instagram and bouncing around between a bunch of different applications. But then it was time to get out of bed and cook breakfast. And so the thing that I focused then on, in addition to the omelet in the pan, was the iPad that was right next to the oven. And then it was time to do some work. And so I went to a different screen, which was attached to another screen itself. All the while, this little devil on my wrist was tapping and beeping and blooping and distracting me as I was trying to get important stuff done. But there was one particular offender out of all of these different devices that I wasted more time on than anything else. That was this dastardly thing, my phone. I could spend hours on this thing every single day. And so I decided to essentially, for all intents and purposes, get rid of the thing for a month. As an experiment, I thought I'm going to live on this thing for just 30 minutes every single day at a maximum. And so this is the amount of time I have for maps. This is the amount of time to call my mother. This is the amount of time that I have for everything that I could possibly want to do, to listen to music, to listen to podcasts. And I observed what happened during this time.
So first insight key is talking about screens stealing our focus. So let me just write that down in a insightful way. तो ये आएगा प्रॉब्लम सेक्शन में कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है हमारे फोकस का। मतलब फोकस ना होने का. कांस्टेंट स्क्रीन टाइम. अभी मेरे पे वेबकैम नहीं है, सो आई कैन नॉट शो यू व्हाट आई एम राइटिंग, बट हाँ, आई विल ट्राई टू डिक्टेट जो भी मैं नोट्स वोट्स ले रहा हूँ.
Took about a week to adjust downward into a new, lower level of stimulation. But once I did, I noticed that three curious things began to happen. First, my attention span grew. It was like I could focus on things not effortlessly, but with much more ease than I could before this experiment started. In addition to this, though, as I was going about the world, and especially when my mind wandered a bit, I had more ideas that my mind arrived at. And on top of this, I had more plans and thoughts about the future. Getting rid of one simple device led to these three effects. Why?
ये तो मैंने भी नोटिस किया है. आई विल राइट दिस डाउन कि when you get rid of screens, when you get rid of screens, you get bored, you get bored, and that boredom leads to ideas. That boredom is what the first step to idea generation. nahi. That boredom triggers your mind. That boredom trigger your mind to generate new things. Generate novel things लिखता हूँ. Novel things / ideas. Nice.
Noticing this a few years back led me on this long journey to get to the bottom of what it takes to focus in a world of distraction. I poured over hundreds of research papers from front to back. My office, I don't know if you've watched one of those crime shows where somebody's solving a murder, and so they have this big Bristol board and there's string attached to papers, attached to memos, attached to newspaper clippings. This is like what the state of my office was. I flew out to meet experts around the world who study focus. I conducted more experiments on myself until the point I had 25,000 words of research notes about why this is the case. How does technology influence our attention and our ability to focus? I want to start with the attention spans that we have. This is how we pay attention to the world around us and how much control we have over our focus. The research around this particular area is fascinating. It turns out that when we two work in front of a computer, especially when our phone is nearby, we focus on one thing for just 40 seconds before we switch to doing something else. And when we have things like Slack open as we're doing some work, this lowers to 35 seconds. But the reason that this is the case is not what we might think after looking at the research. We think the problem is that our brains are distracted. But after looking at the research, this is what I've come to know as a symptom for the deeper problem, which runs much more deeply. It's the root cause of this distraction. It's not that we're distracted, it's that our brains are overstimulated. It's that we crave
Okay.
distraction in the first place. Our brains love these tiny little nuggets of information and social media and email and these things that we do over the course of the day. There's even a mechanism in our mind called the novelty bias, by which our mind rewards us with a hit of dopamine, one of those wonderful pleasure chemicals, the same one that we get when we eat and order a whole medium pizza from Domino's, the same one that we get when we make love. We get that same stimulation when we check Facebook. We get this dopamine coursing through our mind, and so we not only crave distraction, but our mind rewards us for seeking out and finding distraction in the first place.
So now he's talking about the dopamine system और वो कैसे स्क्रीन की वजह से हाईजैक हो जाता है. हाँ, इसके बारे में मुझे क्या पता है. इतनी तो बात है कि द कांस्टेंट चेंज जो रील से मिलता है कि हर एक रील अलग होती है, विच ही टॉक्ड अबाउट कि नॉवेल्टी, कांस्टेंट नॉवेल्टी इज what stimulates the dopamine system. Oh shit, stream suspend हो गई. Why? पॉलिसी वायलेशन? क्या पॉलिसी वायलेशन कर दिया? यूट्यूब वीडियोस नहीं देख सकता क्या मैं? हैं, ये क्या चीज़ है? एक सेकंड. क्या मैं ये TEDx का वीडियो नहीं देख सकता क्या इधर? स्ट्रीम सस्पेंडेड क्यों आ रहा है?
If ever there was a tool that stood to rewire our attentional circuitry in a powerful way, this seems to be it. A simple practice taking 17 minutes can forever rewire your brain to be able to attend better and offset some of that attentional drift. Regardless of whether or not you're a child or you're an adult, whether or not you have ADHD or not, the effects are significant, they are long-lasting, and they appear to exist after just one session of this quiet 17-minute interoception. So let's take a step back and think about